Hey, what's up, my peoples? I'm back again, and we're going to be taking a look at R3-S6 from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. So here we are, and there he is. And actually, before I continue on, I gotta bring R4 back in here for a moment. One thing I forgot to mention in my review of R4P17 is that if you remember in A New Hope, Obi-Wan said, I don't really remember owning a droid. That's because, and I'm sure many of you know this, but in case you don't, here it is. The reason why Obi-Wan Kenobi did not remember R4P17 is because she was his co-pilot, but Obi-Wan never owned her. So, it's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, I kind of understand why. It's unfortunate that the Jedi can't own their droids. I mean, Anakin owns R2, but that's a whole nother story. Which I forgot to tell in the C3PO review, but I'll do it in the R2 and 3PO 2 pack for the 40th anniversary Droid Factory line. So, but yeah, Jedi are unfortunately not allowed to own these droids. They're loners, so that's why when R4 was destroyed by Buzz droids, Obi-Wan was then given R4G9 to co-pilot his second starfighter. So, I'm sorry, I just had to make that little, I just had to point that out. Jedi are not allowed to own their droids, so that's why Obi-Wan said that about R4, or not really about R4, but that, it's just the reason why Obi-Wan didn't really remember R4, and, or that he said that he didn't remember owning a droid, because R4 technically was property of the Jedi Temple, and unfortunately was not Obi-Wan's droid, but just a loner, so it's unfortunate, but, whatever. But, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, it's like, you kind of have to expect it, because Jedi aren't allowed to have attachments or whatever. So anyway, here we go with R3-S6's review, and before we take a look at him, let's take a quick look at the packaging that he comes in. So right up front here, you may realize that this isn't for the Shadow of the Dark Side line, and that's because R3 was only released in 2008, 2009, in the Clone Wars Clone Trooper shaped packaging, and so yeah, that's why the clone helmet is the packaging and not that awesome Shadow of the Dark Side packaging. But anyway, as you can see, now this was just an insert, but I decided to tape it on because, why not? But there you have R3-S6, the CGI model of him. You would see Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but the Clone Wars part of it was ripped off. Ages 4 and up. Hidden gadgets, R3-S6 Goldie. Warning, and has a warning. Please don't eat anything in this packaging that would be very bad for you, and hazardous to children under 3. And on the back of the box here, or card back I should say, you have the entire wave, which I did mention in the C3PO review, and Clone Wars logo, obligatory product shots of R3 that shows off everything but the periscope, and there you have an image of R3 talking to General Grievous. Oh no, spoilers! Spoilers for those who haven't seen it. Sorry, but anyway. Yeah. that's it, and there's your character bio if you want to read it. But I think I'll end up reading it. Okay, this astromech droid is the replacement for R2-D2, who is lost during a space battle. Anakin considers this new droid, whom he nicknamed Goldie, that's wrong, because of its metallic coloring, to be unreliable and mistake prone. What Anakin doesn't know at first is that the droid is also a spy. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Okay, it's 50% right. 50% wrong. What's wrong is that Anakin nicknamed R3 Stubby because R3 just kept screwing everything up and tried to kill everyone. Ahsoka is the one who called him Goldie, so there is that, and that is unfortunate that they got that wrong, and that's basically it for the packaging. So here we go, and oh, I'm running out of battery, so gotta make this quick. But he's basically the same droid as R4-P17 that I gave you a look at, but he's the original droid with this mold. If it will focus, I don't think it's gonna focus. There we go. But here's R3, and as you can see, he is an astromech droid. That's black and gold. Hence the nickname Goldie for with Ahsoka. But because he was released in 2008, he does not have a Galactic Battle Game card or display stand or even a die. But I did forget to mention in the C-3PO review that 3PO originally didn't come with a Battle Game card, but when he was re-released in a 3-pack with R2-D2 and Cad Bane with Toto 360, 3PO did receive a Battle Game card and display stand. So there you have that. I'm sorry, my brain is just not working for me today. But here's R3, and let's get up close here. It is an R2 series dome, which I wonder why they went with this instead of the clear R3 head, but, you know, it's fine with me. I really like it, but, as you can see, he's got the black stripes on his gold dome on the top there. This is more of a dark gray plastic, which I wish was black, but I'm not gonna complain about it too much, But you got some gold there on the power coupling, and some gold right there for the vents. You got the kind of goldish yellow color for the cables. On the side here, you got the kind of arch on the foot there, or tread, which has some gold. And going down the side here. I really, my brain. I really do like the paint apps that this guy has. He's really, really good. And, yeah. And, I do like that they made the gold panels on the dome a bit darker than the actual goldish yellow plastic, so that's really neat. I do like that. And, as you can see, he does have black projectors with red lenses. That's something that struck out at me. And this is even on the animation model. It's really cool that the lenses are red, but at the same time, it's like, why are the lenses red? I don't get that, but whatever. You got some black for the eye, which I wish was the same black for all the other kind of black on the droid, but that's okay. Got some yellow there for the sensor color or processor state indicator. You got some orange for you got some orange for the logic function displays, much like R4. She also has orange, although the orange is a little more vibrant on R3. So there's that. You got the black panels on the top. You got the black stripes going all around the dome. And you got kind of a reddish orange processor state indicator in the back here. And then you got the diagnostic display, which is picked out in orange, or not orange, yellow, and apparently it's yellow, fades to a greenish yellow, kind of a lime green, and then yellow again. So that's interesting. That's pretty cool. And it does look similar to this in the Clone Wars cartoon, so that's a huge plus right there. And we'll just zoom out here so we can get in some comparisons. So here he is with my custom, not finished yet, but custom 4-armed General Grievous, which you can see Grievous towers R3, but basically I'm using the head and the lower torso of the battle damaged General Grievous, and then I have the torso and arms of the original 2008 General Grievous, and I'm going to install ball joints in the elbows of these two arms, and then and then I'm going to install ball joints in all 4 shoulders and elbows on the forearms. So, you know, there's a quick comparison right there. Again, now let's extend Grievous's legs to the full height here. I kind of have to do this off camera just to make it easier. But there you go, and he's barely in the camera, so that's he's even taller now. So there you have that. And here he is with Anakin Skywalker. And let me just take the backpack off of Ahsoka. And here he is with Ahsoka. You know, let's move these guys down a little. So there you have that. And here he is with the droid that takes his place, R2-D2, and we'll put him over here by Anakin. So there you go. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I do like this. They do look neat. So there you have that, and that. And that. So, let's go over his, articulation first. Like with R4 and R2, it's the usual astromech droid articulation. He's got a swivel dome that rotates 360 degrees. He's got swivel shoulders and hinged ankles, and he does have a third leg, which is right here. You can see it's got some pretty cool details. It's got some yellowish gold, and it just clips in like that. And I gotta hurry. And you can put him into a tripod stance. And he does have the same features as R4. You know, you can bring out his computer interface arm, which I do wish that his tools were gold. That would have been a neat bonus. But anyway, you got the computer interface arm and the mechanical gripper in the front there. So there you have that. Then you have the periscope up top here, right there. So there you have that. And he does have the grappling hook feature, but because my battery's dying, I'm not gonna bring it out. But you basically know how it works with R2 and R4. You know, you take the hook, you pull it out, and then you rotate the dome to wind it all back in, then shut the panel behind the hook. So, but there you go. There is R3-S6 from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I'm sorry, I am kind of rushing through this, but my phone is dying, and I will say this real quick. Disney did make a R3-S6 figure in their Droid Factory line. You have to build it. And it is a little inaccurate, though, because the spacecraft linkage and control arms right here are supposed to be black, but they're gold on the Droid Factory figure, which is it's a little upsetting, but nothing too major. I mean, if you really wanted to, I guess you could scrape the gold paint off, yeah, there's a R3-S6 from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Again, sorry for cutting the time short, but again, my phone is dying, and I need to get it charged up and everything. So, hope you like the review. Next, we'll be taking a look at Ahsoka's astromech droid R7A7. And yeah, that's it for R3. See you in the next review. See ya.